Right guys, just going to do a quick video on AIDOGE. Obviously we've seen an absolutely insane run on the meme coins over the last few weeks, mainly because of Pepe and like the massive run that it had. It went up to like, I think it was like 1.5 billion market cap or something at one point. Look at the volume here, 2.3 billion, absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, I miss Pepe. I think Pepe was, where did we get into meme coins? We got into probably, I think, a little bit late. I don't know where I got in, but it was a little bit late. The market cap was already quite big. So I was looking for the next meme coins, right? Because people made a lot of money in Pepe and a lot of them are degens, right? So they're meme coin investors, and it's like, where are they going to put their money? Are they going to go into Ethereum, Bitcoin? Not likely, right? Because the market caps are huge and they want fast money. So I was looking for the next meme coins to pump. And it's very hard to find. So in this video, I'd like to do a little bit about how to find good meme coins, because if you've got 200 meme coins launching a day, 90% of them are probably going to fail, right? Some of them are going to be rug pulls, some are going to be terrible, have terrible fundamentals. So there's quick ways to identify strong meme coins, and there's ways in which you can reduce the risks of making losses, especially loss after loss. So what I was doing was looking for the next meme coin, and I'll tell you exactly what I was looking for. So I put a post in my Discord on the 17th of April, right? So that's when we got in. So we saw Pepe, we were like, right, let's find the next one, and then I found AIDOGE. Now, just as I posted, just a bit of fun, guys. This is pure degen gambling. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't like meme coins. I think most of them are going to zero and they're just gambling, right? It's just pure gambling, but they can make huge gains and you can make huge returns. So if you get the timing right, you can make a lot of money. So I've put in here just pure gambling. This is not a long-term hold, so I do not plan to hold meme coins. I am literally in, make money, and I'm out, and then I'm shorting, which we'll get on to the end of the video. That they're a great way to there's a great way to make money from meme coins, and that's by shorting them down to the ground, right? As everyone gets FOMO and they hold on to their meme coins and they hold them for the long run, I am shorting that because most people will take profit as they go down. There's a whole nother video I could do on retail psychology and especially in the newbies that have been coming in from the meme coin trend. So maybe I will do that actually. Maybe I will do a video on retail psychology. But this is how I sort of found AIDOGE and why I aped into AIDOGE. So first of all, it literally just launched, right? So I want to be in early. If I'm not in early, I'm not in at all. You know, you're either first or you're last, as they say. So I found this very early. So it launched a few hours. It had been a few hours after we got in. So let's have a look. So it literally launched. I posted this 12:52 on the 17th of April. So if we go back to the 17th of April, 12:52. Around here, right? So somewhere around 0.63 or 54, right, is where we got in. So literally just launched a few hours. What else was we looking at? Listed on Mexi equals some due diligence, right? So listed on Mexi means Mexi don't just list anybody. You have to give some sort of details. You have to give maybe your passport, maybe your home address. So it's been KYC. Now you see a lot of meme coins are not on any centralized exchanges. They launch on Uniswap, they launch on PancakeSwap. There's no due diligence needed to list on these exchanges, right? They're decentralized. So anybody can create a token, anyone can list, which means that you're playing with fire. It could be a rug pull. So I do try to avoid these, because if you've got 1,000 of those launching every day, how do you know which one's going to make it? It's so easy to fabricate as well, right? So they only need a few thousand and they can fabricate the interest. This is why I try to focus on meme coins that can make it onto an exchanges. There's so many other factors that come into this as well. So if they're making it onto an exchange in the first few hours, they have some money, they have some skills, they have some marketing plans. It's on CoinMarketCap and Mexi within a few hours. This is very good signs for me to get in. They then went on throughout the rest of the day to list on some other exchanges. We saw Huobi. There was multiple exchanges they were listing on day one, which also they was on OKX, they was on Gate, so top L Bank, top tier exchanges. Very good signs that some KYC and due diligence has been carried out here. So the chances of me being rugged are already very low. So this also increases the amount that I'm going to put into this, right? So if I see 5 exchanges, we're in the middle of a Pepe hype, meme coins are taking off left, right and center, there's a very low chance that I'm not going to make a 1x, okay? So if I put in $1,000 in the first few hours, it's likely I'm going to make a 1x very soon. So I could sell my initial 1,000 once it's doubled. So once it hits 100%, take out my initial. Now I have free money on, right? And I can't lose. If it goes to zero, if it crashes completely, I've taken out my initial. Now it's a free bet. And, that's what we did on this project. If you look at by the end of the day, we were already sitting on a 3x, right? So we got in around here, so 0.54, and then by the end of the day, it was on 155. So we'd 3x our initial investment. So if you put in 1,000, by the end of the day, you was on 3,000. If you put in 100, by the end of the day, you was on $300, right? You can put in whatever you like. And so I took out my initial investment, and then I let it run. So why else did I get into this project? Fair launch, right? So there was a fair launch project. So the team didn't have tokens, didn't have liquidity, which can be terrible for projects' growth. So it was a fair launch. Everyone had a chance to buy in, and fair launches pump a lot. They don't have greedy VCs dumping on everybody. They really are a great way for a token to drive up price. So fair launch, community driven. Okay, so fair launches are very community driven. The community are in early. Everyone gets a fair opportunity. So the community tend to push it across the socials, right? No VCs, as I mentioned earlier, really great. Nice tokenomics. So they had a really cool feature in the tokenomics where you could get ARB from the burns. So you could get a kickback, which was a really cool feature. So the longer you hold, the more you get back. There were some technical problems with that, but it didn't seem to hinder the growth of the project. By the time I'd found out about those problems, I'd already taken my initial out, so it was a free bet, so I couldn't lose anyway. So I was going to keep holding this as long as Pepe went up. So as long as Pepe kept going up, which it did, I knew the meme coin trend was still there, right? So my aim was, this was kind of the BTC of the new meme coin trend. And for those that remember the last meme coin cycle that were here, we had a similar with SafeMoon, and SafeMoon became like the BTC of meme coins. And so this was kept going up, so I was more than happy to keep onto my Pepe, keep onto my AIDOGE, and I was going to take profits on the way up, of course. So nice tokenomics. On Arbitrum was another thing I liked. So Arbitrum, very hyped chain right now, doing huge volume, big community, and they launched on Arb, which I really liked because I knew immediately they were going to get the Arbitrum community on board. Really nice, clean site. The website was so fresh. It looked about 100 times better than the crappy Pepe website. The Pepe website is shocking. So immediately I knew they had an experienced team. They knew what they were doing. They'd actually taken the time to create something clean and smart. Volume, again, another signal. There was really high volume. We're talking about millions of trading volume from the outset, which leads me to believe, obviously, there was huge buying pressure there from maybe even smart money. Also very low cap, right? So it just launched. It was a very low cap. I think it was like a couple of million, and the chances are in the hype trend, meme coin hype trend, you're in early, it's on exchanges. All of these signals are perfect buying opportunities. Now, these are not things you're going to see on a new PancakeSwap token or a new Uniswap token. So you really want to be considering debating whether you want to put your money into those projects. If you see something like this in a trend more often than not, it's going to result in gains. So as I put here to my community, I'll flip half at double, which we did if we see a pump, but it's not considered loss to me. As soon as I click buy, it's just a bit of fun. Okay, so just letting everyone know this is gambling, these are meme coins. Okay, then some explainers on how to do it. So then what did we see? We saw AIDOGE go on to do a massive run, right? So we got in here, massive run, almost a 10x within a few days. Now I was taking profits on the way up. I mean, even if you make 5 to 7x, it's a huge amount of money, right? If you put in $1,000, that means within a week you was already on $7,000 or so. So it's a lot of money, and you wouldn't even been making a mistake if you sold the whole lot here, because it's hard to anticipate that this is coming, right? So I was DCAing out here. I took a lot of profit, and we came back down. I left the free money on, and it kept coming up, right? So what I want to stress about this period of time, going sideways on a meme coin is very, very rare and very bullish. Okay, so if you see a meme coin tank, it holds up. So we make a higher high, higher low, and then we've got this long sideways. I say long, it's long in the crypto space, but we've got this long sideways period here. Not even a consolidation, just literally going sideways, is very bullish. And then we went on to do this. Okay, so basically, we hit around the 20x. Now, I'd sold most of mine early. I'd probably sold most of mine around here. As I thought this was a scam wick, I thought maybe we were going to come back down, but it just kept pumping. We've done a 20x. That means that if you put in a K here, when I officially put that in, if you put in 1,000, you'd have like 20,000 here. You know, if you put in $100, you'd have 2,000. So, I mean, the risk to reward ratio is so high in crypto. This is why retail come into meme coins, because, you know, what's $100? You know, it's like £70, £80. And if you lose 100, you know, whoopie do. But with all the signals that you had here, this reduces the chances of you making a loss. So you put in 100, you take a little gamble, and then within a few weeks, you would have had $2,000. So yeah, this is why people are here. It's high risk, high reward, and then we saw this crash, and we're just coming down here. So this is what I wanted to talk about next. What's the next strategy? Now, you can make money in crypto on the way up, and you can also make money on the way down, shorting, right? So what I did is I'm actually shorting AIDOGE. I'm not holding these tokens long term. I've seen what happens to meme coins after the trend dies, and I think this is going to keep coming down. The market cap is 55 million. It's a lot. It's a huge amount. We're only back to here where we had the consolidation, right? A lot of people have made a lot of money. I think we're going to come down. So what I'm doing, I'm shorting. I'm in about 98% profit on my AIDOGE short, which is pretty good. I expect to make a lot more in the coming weeks, coming months. So how am I doing this? So basically, I'm tracking all of the top wallets. Now, if we look at who's holding AIDOGE, we can see it doesn't look healthy. OKX have 26% of the supply. So this is the staking pool. So we have staking, obviously, that's giving out rewards, so people are earning their staking and they're dumping. Then we have Mexi, who have 12%. Gate have nearly 10% of the supply. These are insane amounts, right? Token Millionaire, 8.5%. Then we have 2.3. I mean, even the 2% is a lot to have of a token, but these are scary amounts. And what I'm now doing is I'm tracking all of these wallets, all of the top holders. I'm actually tracking in my Discord. And every time they sell, I'll get a notification in the Discord. We'll get a notification. So you can see here, we've done the same thing with ladies. We were shorting ladies as soon as the whales started to sell. So you can see here, 15th of May, on ladies, this whale had $361,000 worth of ladies in their account. Look what they're doing. They're selling. They think they can slip through the net without me seeing, but I'm tracking their wallets. So you can see they sold 29 grand's worth of ladies on the 15th of May at 420. Exactly 1 hour later, 36k dump. 15th of May, same day, 629. An hour later, 32k, right? 34k, 37k. They're not dumping all at once. They're slowly pulling the rug on these meme coins, and they're exiting, right? And every time the price goes down, people think they're buying the dip, and they just keep dumping on you and dumping on you. And this is the perfect time to short. So when I see a top holder starting to dump, what do you think the rest of the top holders are going to do whilst this is going on? Do you think they're going to let the whales sell millions of dollars worth? They all know what they're doing. If you look at the holders on this, the holders are all the top exchanges. A lot of them are Asian exchanges. Do you not think when they hold this much, do you not think OKX and MEXC have some sort of plan or discussions? Do you think you're going to have 26% of a supply, when this much is going on? So I'm tagging all of their wallets, and as we did on ladies, I think as soon as I start to see some transactions going through, let's check and see if we've got any transactions today. So nothing's come through yet, so they've not started moving too much yet. But once these transactions come through, and they were moving these to the exchange, so they were moving them around a few different wallets, and then you see them going from their personal wallets to the exchanges. So as soon as these start coming through, I think we're going to start to see AIDOGE crash. Obviously, if we see Pepe take a tank as well, which I think it is going to tank, we had like this little scam wick up here. I think maybe they were trying to hit some shorts, get some people out of their short positions and down. I think we're going to take another level down. I mean, it is pretty bullish that we're going sideways. I will say that. It's pretty bullish that we're going sideways. But so many people made so much money here that I think more and more people are going to take profits. And retail psychology, retail tend to sell near the bottom. And as it goes down, they have more and more fear. They panic, and then they panic sell at the bottom. And I don't think we have that retail fear just yet. Is it possible it can just skyrocket from here? Yes, but I think it's more likely that we see a slow bleed out. You can see the trend is just going down and down and down here. And we came down a lot here, so it was normal to have a little bit of a pullback, but we didn't make a new high here. Look, we're still in a lower downtrend, and I think the more this falls, the more Bitcoin falls as well. Of course, Bitcoin comes into it. The more the meme coins are going to sell, retail are going to sell. And do you really think the exchanges holding these tokens are going to hold and let retail dump on them? So as soon as the market starts to take a downturn, I think we're going to see these guys start to unload and start to dump. You don't really want to be holding meme coins whilst Bitcoin is coming down, right? So in terms of Bitcoin, we're forming a pennant now, and we came into this bearish, right? So we should expect this pennant, I think, to break to the downside. We did have a slight break here last night, which is showing sign of weakness, and I think we might come down to about 25k. Various prices we could come down to. We could break 25k and come down here to 23.7 again, which is another point of strength. You can see here with the volume profile where this red line is. What's interesting is that the trend line we have here has held up for quite a few times here. So we might see this trend line hold, and we might actually come down here, maybe consolidate, touch the trend line, and take a next leg back up. I don't think we're going to drop below this trend line, so this might be another point for us to long. But this is where I'm going to take profits on my meme coin shorts, and as soon as Bitcoin finds some support, I think so will Pepe, so will the other meme coins that dumped, and we might see a relief rally on meme coins. So for now I'm short, and that's how I'm going to try and make money on AIDOGE. And yeah, so we've been shorting. Meme coins are just great to short, as you can see here. We've been shorting Audi, we shorted ladies. We were making quite big gains here. You can see I made over $1,000 shorting ladies, just following these simple principles. As soon as the whales started to dump, as soon as the top holders started to unload, that's when I'm getting out. What do they know? Do they know, have they been told some information about the project? But if I see multiple top holders move their tokens to exchanges, I'm literally shorting. And it really did pay off. We got 224% here, 263, 290. we got 55 Moncoin. All these, I can't believe the exchange. I can't believe Mexi let you short meme coins, because they have like a 99% chance of just literally melting. So I can't believe that they let you short, but they do. Obviously, we're setting stop losses because it's very volatile, right? It's very high risk. So it's best to set your stop losses when you're entering these. But if you pick your times right, if you pick your time when the whales are dumping, when you start to see the whales dumping especially people who are holding millions in tokens. It can be a sort of lucrative way to make money on the way down as well. And as soon as you go into profit, you can just set your stop loss, set a trailing stop loss, right? So you move your stop loss into profit as soon as you start to see. If you see any whales buying as well, that's another sign to maybe close your position. And likewise on the way up, when Bitcoin starts to hit a low and starts to reverse, I'll be again here looking for big buys. So if anyone buys over 50k's worth or 100k's worth, I'll set an alert, and then we can see the smart money getting back in, right? And see when they're buying the dip, and that's a good time to get in and long again. I don't know if I'll be getting into meme coins. If I do, maybe Pepe. I mean, if we look at the last run, there was 2,000 meme coins, and how many made it? Doge and Shiba. We maybe have two. Do I like those odds? No, you got like a 0.1% chance of making money holding meme coins. So I'd rather invest in long-term projects, projects with strong fundamentals, good teams, like some of the projects I've mentioned in the past, like IMX, Render, and I'm not holding these meme coins long-term. But that's the video for today, guys. And we will see more of these hype trends, and hopefully you can take those little fundamentals. Do your fundamental analysis. Look for exchange listings. Don't take too many risks. It's very risky. Try and get some confluence, and these are the sort of things you want to look for when you're trying to find meme coins. If you want to join the Discord, we've had loads of updates, loads of upgrades lately. So obviously, I do regular announcements, what's going on in the market. I put in here what the smart money are doing, every sort of what they've done over the last 24 hours. So what they're buying, what they're selling, what they're getting rid of. I've got my portfolio in here, so you can see my whole portfolio, what I'm invested in, what the split is, what percentages are in what token. I'm going to do this monthly as well, so you can see exactly what I'm holding. And basically you can follow my portfolio or look into the projects I'm invested in. Twitter Traders is where we follow all the top traders, so you can see really cool signals in here. Instead of scouring through Twitter, you can see what they're up to. Tokens is our investments, what we're invested in, so you can see all the latest updates. And general is where we sort of look at new projects, and lots of cool things in here. And this is the main sector that I'm really happy with lately. This smart alert section really helps us find what the smart money are doing. So we can see what the crypto funds are doing. Pantera Capital, we've got Lido. We can see where they're moving their money around, what the trends are, what tokens they're moving their money into. I always say follow the smart money. Top NFT traders. If you're into NFTs, this basically follows all of the profitable NFT traders, and we can see what they're buying, what they're selling. And when you start to see like loads of smart NFT whales buying the same NFTs, it's sort of confluence that something's about to happen, or that they have some information potentially that might be coming soon to the public. So that's the video for today. Lots more videos coming, and subscribe. And also, side note, I've put the Discord. There's now a free version of the Discord. So obviously you have the paid Discord if you want to get sort of this alpha, and now have the free version as well, which I'll be upgrading little features and stuff for those who don't have the budget. And jump in the Discord and stay up to date with the latest.